we'll quickly touch on the AFC. Um, to me, I do see, as we mentioned before, I do see Baltimore making it, which unfortunately means Miami's going to miss the playoffs. Even
Oh
though
no, really?
I know, I got it. I didn't say that they were going to win the AFC East. I never took that away from you. That Miami's going to miss the playoffs. They've been fun this year, and they certainly have a great coach. But it looks pretty locked up. And as you mentioned last segment, I wouldn't want to play any of those 7 teams: Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Tennessee, Cleveland. I'll include Indy, Miami, and Baltimore. Any of those 8 teams can go to the AFC Championship game. I don't think that there's any cupcakes on that side.
No, I don't think that there are any cupcakes, and certainly teams that could steal a win, right? You don't feel as a top seed, especially in my opinion, if you're Pittsburgh right now, the way they're going offensively. Okay, well, it's not great. We've kind of backed into the playoffs, but as a 2 seed, if we can stay there with our record and easy schedule towards the end of this thing, well, we'll get Miami, so we're good, or we'll get Baltimore, so we're all set. No, you don't feel that way at all if you're Pittsburgh. And it's kind of a funny situation where if I'm the Bills in some sense, I'd rather play Indianapolis than Baltimore. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
So maybe the 3 spot for the Bills isn't the worst place in the world, and you know that they're going to do everything they can to try and win as many games as possible. They're not going to say, all right, we're going to throw this game because we want to play Indianapolis. But that's sort of the way I would feel about it. You probably don't want to match up with Cleveland either. So when you look top to bottom, it's a really deep conference. And I don't know that everybody has the opportunity to get to the AFC Championship game. I do think there are certain limitations for a team like Indy, maybe even for Baltimore, for as hot as they have been sort of late, and how much we love the way they played this weekend, or on Monday rather. They still play Cleveland, and Cleveland is a team that is ascending, and there's no doubt about that. But at the same time, this is not a team that has arrived, that is experienced, and in particular has a very large hole in aspects of their defense, right? In the secondary in particular, where they're banged up, and you could do that. And Baltimore didn't even take advantage of that as much. It was more through the ground game. And that said, they were able to do whatever they wanted. So to me, the way the thing shakes out, you're not loving any matchup you get in the first round with the knowledge of it being one and done, because I could see any of the lower seeds taking down a higher seed, and that's where you're at. But I would say that of those teams at the bottom, I don't know that I could expect Indianapolis to make a run to the AFC Championship game. Cleveland would really surprise me. Baltimore, I'd give a shot, but I would say Cleveland and Indianapolis would be the only 2 that I would say, all right, let's maybe pump the brakes on that.
Indy, maybe their defense has faltered, but Cleveland with that run game and Myles Garrett with the pass rush and Denzel Ward's going to come back. I don't know. I mean, are they going to beat Tennessee and then Kansas City and then have to beat Pittsburgh to go to the Super Bowl? Probably not, but I don't think you could rule it out because they just scored 42 points against Baltimore. They proved they can do it, and now they're getting their best secondary player back in Denzel Ward. Do I think if you had me write out the bracket right now, I wouldn't put them in the AFC Championship game. But if you fast forward me to Martin Luther King weekend, I'm not going to be surprised if they are in the AFC Championship game. I guess is more my point.
Yeah, it's not impossible. That's
Yeah.
fair to say.
All right, so that's our football segments for the day. Lots of good stuff as we enter Week 15. Good luck to your Bills on Saturday, and of course, root against the Jets. Let's just hope they lose.
Take flight, baby. We need a win.
Ryan Gregoire flamed me for wearing my Bills hat. Ryan, I am rooting against the Jets. Don't you worry. 0-16, here we come.